I need to be there for 2 times a year.
Because it looked like a donut.
I just didn't want to put that kind of time
You
in.
eat
I hate
donut?
being slow.
Well, how do you think I got fat?
Lost more. And so ours play fast. Just take film. I like this.
So you bring a whole handful of
Yeah. I'll go
sweet
through-
golf balls.
Go through 6 golf balls. Okay. Lose 2 on, I've lost 2 on 1 before. I've been notified everybody already.
And Ray Lance is selling it down here.
Yeah. With 30 pounds. I mean,
He got the quadruple pro shop there, doesn't he?
if I can get all that air time.
Oh, no, I know. A big,
Go out there, do it.
you know, like drink.
Hey. My wife wants a mini golf. Take a break. Well, so I can get 50.
It's not really golf.
I know, but it's
It's entertaining.
She takes out the joint. I'm doing the range.
There you go. Before, yeah.
I'm sitting over here.
Yeah.
The kids courts that are
Yeah.
doing the bad cases.
I think that area's going. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, you there?
Sit there and hit. Yeah, it's fun.
I've taken teams over there where we couldn't go DP because the field was wet. Go there and take $20 a course. Get for 2 freaking hours years ago.
Everybody see that. Okay, so I don't see one missing.
Yes.
Call a meeting to order. Karen, would you do a roll call, please?
Melissa Arthur Westerville.
Here.
Excuse me. Lucas Stansberry,
Present.
Bill Houston,
Present.
and Jeff Leslie.
Here.
We have a quorum, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Bill, would you do the invocation, please?
Heavenly Father, we come to you, we thank you for the blessings of life. Lord, that you bless this town, bless our employees, bless this meeting. Give us Charter thought and purpose in mind. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could I have a motion for acceptance of the agenda?
Mr. Mayor, Jeff Leslie, fourth ward, I move we accept the agenda as presented.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I move we approve the consent agenda tonight, items A, B, and C.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we have one person for public forum, Dave Luby.
I'll be over here?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, my name is Dave Luby, and I'm the newish. I've been here in town about 7 months, I guess. And I'm sorry, I'm first time getting to Girard City Hall, but I've been to the city many times. I'm the new tourism director for Crawford County. I was hired last November, and one of the first things I came to was the tree lighting and the parade around town square. And of course, back to the county many times and around the city to eat and things like that. But apologize for not having been here before, but I wanted to introduce myself and say hello. I came from Minnesota, where I ran a Chamber of Commerce for 10 years, and then a Convention and Visitors Bureau for another 12 and a half years before coming here. So I've moved to the area. I like it here. It's a little hot, but I'm sure by November it'll all go away. It'll be fine again. So it'll be more like Minnesota in the summer, I guess. So, if you you have any questions for me? Okay, I'll be around.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
No further on public forum, we'll move on to regular business. Item A.
We had that certificate.
Do what?
We had that
Yes,
certificate
sir.
and she's online.
Okay. Item A is certificate presentation by Wichita State University.
Hang on a second, let me get her unmuted. Okay,
Okay, you ready?
yes.
Hi there, I'm Melissa Walker. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Karen, for setting this up. I am the director of the Hugo Wall School of Public Affairs at Wichita State University. We deliver a mini MPA, a mini version of the Masters of Public Administration, which your very own city administrator has. Joanna O'Brien is a graduate of the MPA. Steve Brooks, who is the Public Works Supervisor, just completed the mini MPA this spring, which is a mini version of the Masters in Public Administration. He learned about public finance, about managing people in public organizations, about the politics of budgeting, and just about any decision you make in government. For 16 weeks, he participated in class every Friday morning starting at 8 a.m. Until 11:45 a.m. And he also drove to Wichita through the fog and the dark twice, actually 3 times, once at the beginning of the semester and then twice at the end for the capstone project, which I'll let him tell you a bit about. Steve, congratulations on earning the mini MPA. You learned a lot. It was great to have you in class.
Thank you, Dr. Walker.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Walker.
Congratulations, Steve.
Moving on to item B, executive session for non-elected personnel to discuss contractual employee agreement.
Mr. Mayor, I move to go into executive session for non-elected personnel to discuss contractual employee agreement, to recommend a 10-minute session to include the mayor, council, city administrator, city attorney, and city administrator apprentice.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay, I want to end stream and do this.
They can send all that to you.
Oh, I forgot.
Give them the citizen. Give them the citizen. You have to give them access on the citizen
Mhm.
and tell them to send it.
I see if he's available. I'll tell you that way I can tell him what it is. You can power off, how many?
Yeah,
Right at the end. Baby.
Are we ready, Karen? Call the meeting back to order.
Mr. Mayor, Jeff Luxley, Fourth Ward, I move we extend the memorandum of agreement with Jessica Ripper and the Girard Chamber of Commerce for an additional 4 months.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I move we hire Dustin Park as a part-time police officer for a rate of $15 per hour, effective as soon as practicable.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Lastly, Mr. Mayor, I move we hire Craig Farnsworth, on recommendation that, again, of Chief, as a full-time police officer pending physical exam, beginning pay rate of $19 per hour with a 50 cents per hour raise after completion of 6-month probationary period. Additionally, effective date as soon as practicable.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item C, consider lift station contracts.
These contracts are very, very similar to the CDBG contracts with Midwest that we talked about at the last meeting and that you guys approved contingent upon approval by the city attorney. These ones are for USDA. USDA is a little bit different. They want the contracts at least approved prior to even the notice of funding. So if you want to approve these lift station contracts with Midwest, I would suggest, and Stephen and I have already talked about this, approving them contingent upon funding for the project and the city attorney's approval of the contract. Because a lot of the same changes that we're going to ask them to make in the CDBG, we're going to ask them to make in this contract.
So there's provisions in there that are objectionable that were in, and they just rubber stamp and change the name for these things is what they do. And so the last contract was 98 pages of some fine print and many things repeated over and over. One of the main things, well, we talked about several provisions in there, but one of the main objections is the indemnification provision. You may remember in Kansas, if something goes wrong and there's an indemnity provision in the contract, the insurance companies will say, we're really the excess coverage. You sue each other and try to recover, and then a few years later, if you don't do that, then we might come in and pay. So there's essentially no insurance. So we don't want that. So that's one of the things that we need to hack out. And then there's several other provisions that we need clarification on. Some we're going to remove. And these contracts are virtually identical to that original contract. So if you would do the same, move to approve it subject to the financing, subject to the funding, subject to our getting the contract in good shape, and I think we can go from there.
So we're not bound to anything unless funding comes through,
Yes.
right?
Correct. And we also have to have some, I'm going to protect you, we have to have some provisions removed or the mayor won't be signing it.
Mr. Mayor, I move we approve the contract for lift station, to be authorizing mayoral signature once financial arrangements are clarified and contract status is approved by city attorney.
Second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item D, approve judge's report.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion, we approve the judge's report as presented on the iPad.
I second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Now, with no further regular business, we'll go on to governing body comments. Vanessa.
Fastest meeting ever. I better draw it out, right? Just kidding. No, I've had some great comments about, looks like we're filling potholes and we're doing those kind of things. And
I just want to say thanks to Steve. I know that's great. I know that I noticed it as well. So definitely appreciated. Glad it's getting done. I had someone approach me about Frisbee golf. Glad to have it in town, something local. Just great work all around. Appreciate you guys for working as hard as you do here at the city. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Lucas?
Mr. Mayor, I want to echo Vanessa. Thank the city workers for everything you guys do. I know it's going to be a heat wave this week, so stay safe, drink a lot of water, and I know you guys probably talk about that every day with your guys. I too have seen a lot of happy citizens with the stuff we've done, and I know that you got to buy the Frisbee golf. You have the key boxes up and going. So, what about have you had any more trouble with people messing with them?
No.
With the basket?
We changed the lock situation where they're gonna have to work real hard to get that.
Like uproot the whole thing?
Yeah, they'll be there a while. It's not gonna be a grab and go like it was the last time. So.
Okay. Because I mean, I think it is a good addition down there to the golf area.
We also had Austin make a phone call, and he got him convinced that was a error on the manufacturer's part for sending tiny little locks like that in the first place, so they replaced that at no cost to the city.
That's fantastic. As far as the power plant cliff, I know it was running the test. Did it pass?
As of right now, it has. They haven't went over the numbers up in their office yet. So far, I think it is.
Do you guys foresee any problem with the heat coming up with the rest of the month?
We've been running since last Thursday.
Okay. So it's nice to see that up and going, especially after what we had last time. So I have, Mr. Mayor.
Bill?
I'd just like to thank the city employees for the job they do. Let's stay safe out there and, especially in these conditions. We're supposed to be 100 plus through the rest of the week, so let's just be careful and thank you for the job you do. That's all I've got.
Jeff?
Couple quick things. I'm glad to be part of the motion to extend the memorandum of agreement with the chamber. I think we're on the good end of that bargain. So we appreciate you and your efforts, and they've been very fruitful, and we're glad to have it. Then you had a guy get hurt today. He tore his calf muscle down there or something, or is he all right? I won't say his name, but is he okay?
Yeah. Yeah, he said it every once in a while.
He's limping around. I appreciate you guys being up and running and everything. So golf course, how's your irrigation system? I know it's problematic early in the
We're
year.
struggling like our lines in town. So we're staying on top of them. As they break, we fix them.
Yeah.
And doing a lot of hand watering to keep the greens as healthy as we can keep them. So
Well, it's much appreciated. Much appreciated. And then, officer, I know it's tough for you guys too, hot all day, and you guys have been understaffed. And hopefully the two new officers turn out as good as you have, and the other fellow officers and Chief Wilson. So we're blessed to have you guys, and we appreciate it. That's it, Mr. Mayor.
And I'll just kind of echo everybody else's thanks to the employees for the conditions they're working under now with the heat and everything, and appreciate everything's going. Clifford, how they doing out on the building?
They're about to all rebar on.
Okay.
And the 26th, they're gonna be pouring concrete.
When is it?
26th.
Is that gonna be overnight?
No, as soon as they can get in, it'd be 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I figured it up. I think there's like 32 concrete trucks.
They better bring it wet, baby.
Yeah, no kidding. How many yards? How many yards?
I was thinking 2, 3.
That's a big pour.
He's got other companies coming to help.
I would think so.
We poured my lousy little driveway, and it was too hot. Ethan and those guys busted tail to finish it, but you can just tell. It just drives the fastest.
And,
Tough nights.
And then the only other thing I say is be safe out there, and thanks for everything you do. That's all I have.
Mr. Mayor, a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oh, same sign.
Aye.
Let's do it again. It's because he wasn't listening, he was just doing.
I'll start to say nay.
He's like, say aye,
Yeah, write that name down.
She says with sarcasm, he says,
Get out.
Ouch.
This one just says here.